What is going on, everybody? So WWE will not be rehiring Hulk Hogan. In a recent interview on Good Morning America, Hulk Hogan broke in silence on the racist remarks about him being fired from the WWE, and during the interview he said he would also like another chance at working with the WWE, but soon after, the WWE released the following statement regarding a possible working relationship with the Hulkster. At this time, the WWE remains steadfast in its decision. This is sad to see, mostly because other celebrities that are affiliated with Hulk Hogan and WWE, like Rock, Chris Jericho, have come out and say that we all say stuff in private that we probably wouldn't want anybody else to hear. Imagine what Vince McMahon would say in private that he wouldn't want everybody, like the WWE fans, to hear. And also, in my opinion, this was a long time ago. People change. I think Hulk Hogan said that not even to someone, but he said it as just a response. It didn't really mean that much. I think it's just the fact that he says the word that WWE does not like and does not want to be associated with. But it's such a sad thing when you see a company like the WWE just write off and erase Hulk Hogan from history, someone who basically helped build the WWE, who's the face of the company for so long, kind of similar to what John Cena is doing now. So it's kind of sad that we won't be seeing Hulk Hogan again. You never know, maybe in the future, but I think as of right now, we won't be seeing him in the near future. Next up, we have WWE 2K16 reveals more names for the roster in the video game. So I'm just going to be listing off the names really quick. Let's do it. Aiden English, Andre the Giant, Batista, Chris Jericho, Curtis Axel, Dean Ambrose, Edge, Eric Rowan, Fandango, you remember him, JBL, Luke Harper, Randy Savage, Natalia, Rick Rude, R-Truth, Ryback, Santino Marella, wow, I remember him, Sergeant Slaughter, Simon Gotch, Stephanie McMahon, The Rock, and the Phenom himself, the Dead Man, The Undertaker. That's just pretty cool. There's an updated roster somewhere out there in the internet, and it seems like it's gonna have such a big roster this time around, which I'm glad they're adding some characters that they really didn't add before. I'm looking forward to this because I kind of liked WWE 2K15. Like, it was pretty cool and fun, alright, but I wish it could have had a lot more, It had a lot more potential, and hopefully this game will pounce on that potential and be way better. Hopefully, I'm just hoping. Well, I guess we'll just see when the game comes out. Next up, we have WWE releases NXT Diva over photo scandal. I mean, this is probably another photo scandal for this diva. WWE has decided to release, I might butcher her name, Bizarra Schreiber, due to the inappropriate and offensive remarks she made that were recently brought to WWE's attention on, I think they found them on Instagram, and it wasn't the photos that you're thinking of. It was actually photos of her taking a picture of her swastikas that are hung in her room or somewhere, wherever they are, but she had photos of swastikas on her Instagram. And if the WWE will fire and erase Hulk Hogan from history because of a racist remark that wasn't even that bad, especially now that we're in 2015, she was gone a long time ago. Especially when those photos came out about the scandal with her and Seth Rollins and all that, and in the leaked photos, these pictures finally surfaced, I guess, for Zara, and they were a long time ago. But with WWE, we already know it. Even if it was a long time ago, it'll bite you in the butt. So she didn't even get to start her career. That's the funny part is. Next up, we have Stone Cold Steve Austin says Vince McMahon wasn't happy with the Heyman podcast. Now, recently, Stone Cold brought on Paul Heyman on his Stone Cold podcast that is on the WWE Network, and they talked about a lot of stuff. But one of the things was that they said something to each other that Vince McMahon didn't really want going out, and that was the possibility of Stone Cold having a match at WrestleMania 32 with the Beast Brock Lesnar. Now, hopefully something like this would happen, and hopefully Stone Cold would win, because I want to go to WrestleMania 32 since it's in Dallas or Arlington. It's so close, and it'd be awesome. Honestly, I want to see the Rattlesnake come back, have this big comeback, and just beat the Beast. And lastly, we have Jim Ross talk Sting versus Taker. Now, Jim Ross published on his blog entry, JR's Barbecue, about why fans shouldn't encourage, or they should forget about Sting versus The Undertaker, that booking for the WWE. And he says, I quote, "I think that we can forget about Sting versus Taker. All storylines in the biz can be similar and more logical, and it would make me happier. Plus, paying more attention to continuity would be smart on their part as well." I think I get the part of where JR is coming from, because I mean, as of right now, it doesn't make so much sense why Sting would have to face Taker. I think most people just want that match because it's the icon and the phenom, you know, two legends that we could never see before wrestle. And plus, Sting probably won't be wrestling that much. This is going to have his second match against Seth Rollins, so people just want to Taker. But, I mean, you never know. I mean, JR knows the inside. If he says to forget about it, then it probably won't be happening.